Goddess Palutena, the ruler of Angel Land, had a vivid dream of an evil force invading their beautiful world. She called the valiant warrior Pit and sent him into a program of intense training for the upcoming attack. As the cherubim Pit, you must find the 3 sacred treasures hidden in Angel Land in order to save your home. If you played the NES original, you should be right at home with the game. This feels very similar. If not, it doesn't really matter. This is a simple but ultimately very polished platform game. You jump with A and fire your bow and arrow with B. Jumping again in mid-air flaps Pit's wings and slows his descent. There are 4 worlds to fight your way through, each comprising several levels. Some have you climbing cyclical towers where levels loop horizontally as you make your way to the top vertically. Others are a series of maze-like interconnected rooms that you need to puzzle out. All levels require you to get to a final door to escape. There are maps to guide you on these fortress levels, but you'll have to find them. Around the levels are these massive double doors that have several different types of room behind them. Some are shops where you can buy things like health, hammers and keys in exchange for hearts. Pot rooms have several pots to shoot, in which are either hearts or hammers, where the aim is to crack them all open while avoiding the one pot that has a ghost in it. Other rooms act as grinding rooms where there are a certain number of enemies, such as bats, which drop hearts. Your shooting system is pretty standard, with Pit being able to fire vertically upwards. The arrows don't fall back down on you, thankfully. At various stages in the game, you'll be granted firepower increases, and you can also acquire upgrades that kick in if you have a certain amount of health boxes filled. A similar idea to how Link's sword can fire projectiles when he has full health. One adds sinusoidal fireballs to your arrows, provided you have 2 blocks full. Having 3 health blocks gives your shots much further range, and 4 creates these 2 diamonds that orbit Pit and act as a shield but also does damage to things. Very useful. Obviously you need to earn these 3 things, and also have completed enough stages and acquired enough points that your health has increased to that level. Then of course you need to keep your HP up. Easier said than done. Along the way, there are plenty of things to help you do this. Enemies will sometimes drop what look like champagne flutes. These are potions that instantly heal you. These can also be found within certain destructible statues that look a little like gargoyles. It's these that you need to pick the hammers up for. Many places that appear dead ends can be smashed with hammers too to reveal hidden doorways. Within these doors, you'll occasionally find what looks like the usually dangerous poisonous water, but is actually white. This is a hot spring that instantly heals you fully, always a welcome relief. Of course, the game is littered with opportunities to hurt yourself. Thankfully, the fall deaths from the first game were abandoned and replaced with the chance to actually retrace your steps downwards. But enemies are relentless, acid and spikes are all over the place, and the maze-like levels culminate in particularly fierce bosses that have a ton of HP, including a Minotaur that teleports randomly around the room, and a serpent that flies all around firing projectiles at you. None of these are pushovers, but defeating them marks the end of the level and grants you one of the 3 sacred treasures. Beating the serpent, the 3rd boss, brings you to a meeting with Palutena, who congratulates you on completing the training. Bear in mind this is about 2 grueling hours into the game at this point. More than a little bit sardonic, Missy. She now lets you use the treasures, unlocking their various powers and bestowing them on you. You now have the wings of Pegasus, which allow you to fly, a set of silver armor that halves all the damage done to Pit, and light arrows that don't disappear when hitting a target, meaning you can kill multiple enemies with them. From here, there's actually not that much of the game left, but what remains will make the first 3 levels actually feel like training. The final boss has 2 forms, the latter of which is truly menacing, bordering on the satanic. Kid Icarus's first portable outing looks and sounds very similar to the NES game, which is to say good but never great. The soundtrack is fine, an underwhelming word to use perhaps, but honestly fine is the best way I can describe it. Good, never great, needed more. There are plenty of different enemies and these all look decent, but the backgrounds and level layouts are a little better suited to 1986 than 1991. The feel of the game is similar to the original as well, but this is a good thing. It's easier if only for the ability to go back downwards without dying, but all in all, a worthy sequel. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below, and if you can spare a second, give the review a quick thumbs up, it really helps out. Subscribe to the Portable Power Podcast for a new Game Boy review every day from Monday to Friday. Or alternately, new episodes of the podcast drop every Saturday and Sunday on whichever platform you get your pods. See you later on.